Hey everyone, my name is Johnson. I'm a wellness coach with Savvy Health Solutions, and this month we're recognizing May is Bike Month. So today's video is just going to be a short demonstration video on how to change the tire of your bike. Today we're just going to do the back tire because it's a little bit more tougher than it would be for the front tire. So we'll go ahead and we'll do it in about 5 steps. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started with the first step. All the tools you really need is a crescent wrench and something that is flat that will help get the tire off the rim. Something that's flat and not sharp. So today I'm using the back of a spoon. They have bike kits at stores like Target, Walmart, but if you want to just use something around the house, the back of a spoon will work. It's nice, it's round, it's not sharp. It won't damage the tire, it won't damage the inner tube as well. So yeah, let's get started. All right, the first step is to flipping your bike over. All right, for the first step, you want to have your bike flipped over to where it's nice and balanced, easier to disassemble. So for the first step, you're using the crescent wrench, lining it up with the bolt. So you want to just loosen up both bolts on both sides. And then you do the other side. Okay, good. Now that you have the bolts loosened up, all you gotta do is push the tire forward so that way you can take the chain off. So your hands are gonna get dirty here. All right, pulling the chain off, good, and then you should be able to pull off the tire. All right, so that's the first step. All right, step 2 is using this flat surface. Like I say, anywhere in the house you can find something that's flat, not sharp, so that way we don't damage the tire and the inner tube itself. And what you want to do is use that the back of the spoon or whatever you have to help pry off the tire from the rim. All right, so you want to get deep in there, really pry it off. And then once you have it to a certain point, to where both sides are off, you can be able to pull it all the way off, all the way around. All right, there are times where you might have to use the spoon. But it's also important to bring the stem off as well, so that way it's easier. All right, and there you go. Both the rim and the tires off. All right, so if you're changing your tire, all you gotta do is interchange with the new tire. But if you're changing the inner tube, that will be for the next step. All right, now that we have the tire off, the inner tube off the rim and out of the tire, and the rim alone, ready for step 3. All right, so step 3 is this: if you're changing a new inner tube, you want to grab that new inner tube that you have, and one way you can do it is, and this is usually how I do it too, is fill the inner tube up in the tire all the way around, just like I'm doing here. Okay, nice and perfect. All right, so just like this, now that it's in the tire, all right, go ahead and line the stem up with the hole in the rim. So just like, all right, just like that. And then from here, you want to be able to put at least one side of the tire in all the way around. All right, making sure that it's actually inside the rim and not outside of the rim. All right, so all the way around. At least one side in first to make it easier. All right, and then you should be able to get the other side on just as easy as well too. All right, just like that. Now that both sides are on. All right, we have a new inner tube in here. Tires back on the rim. All the sides are within the rim itself. All right, the stem lines up with the hole. You might have to pull out the stem a little bit more just so it'll be easier for you to air up. All right, now we're ready to move on to step 4. Step 4, this one is a little bit more challenging because, all right, so both the bolts are loose. All right, we're gonna insert back. So we're gonna actually grab the chain down here and actually just lay it onto the inside of the rim, just like that for now. All right, then we're gonna bring the tire out. Oops. So you wanna be able to say on the inside rim right here. There you go. And then being able to slide the rim and tire back on. All right. Now that you have it back on, you want to just tighten up the bolts just a little bit so that the tire can stay. All right. Don't tighten it all the way, just to the point where the tire can still move up and down, but it's also staying on the frame. All right. Then we have to add or line the chain up back on the sprocket. So it's better if you do the back side first, all the way around, just like that, and being able to line it in the front just about halfway, and using the pedal right here to kind of guide it so that way it fits. Just kind of guide it that way it's all on the spot. All right, now that everything's on there, okay, pull it back so the chain is tight. All right, so you don't want to make it really tight, the chain. You want to give it some slack, just a little bit of slack, and then tighten it with your hands. For now, all right, tire's nice and steady on there. All right, chain's good. It's on the gear. All right, now that's step 4. Okay, now we're ready for step 5. For the last and final step, step 5, is just grabbing that crescent wrench. All right, you want to make sure that both bolts are tightened up so that way it doesn't fall or come off while you're riding the bike, because then that won't be good. All right, so tighten both sides pretty tight, as tight as you can. All right. All right, just like that. Change nice and good. It's not too tight. There's a little bit of slack in there. All right, now you just need a pump. Just pump up to the bike. Pump up your bike to the air is filled or tires filled, and then you're ready to go. All right, well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hopefully you guys found this or find this video very helpful, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.